Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all know that we are reading chapter 4, The Enemy, written by Pearl S. Buck in Vistas. So before moving ahead, let us once again recall what we have read in this lesson as of now. So as we have seen, the story titled The Enemy is a very interesting story in which a Japanese doctor, Sadao, and his wife Hana found a man at the coast of the sea. First of all, they thought to put the man back into the sea. As the man was injured, he was shot by the gun. What was the reason behind their thinking of throwing back the man into the sea again? The reason behind it that the man was an American, and this story was set during Second World War. During Second World War, America and Japan, they were enemies to each other. Dr. Sadao in the story is a Japanese doctor, Japanese surgeon. That is why Dr. Sadao and his wife Hana decided to put the man back into the sea, because the man belonged to US Navy. He was a prisoner of war. As a patriot, it was his duty to not to save the lives of an enemy, not to save the life of an enemy. But it was a dilemma for him, as he was also a surgeon. So as a surgeon, he was taught to save the lives, if you could say. So that is why both of them were undecided for long. But finally, Dr. Sadao and Hana decided to take the man to their home, because he wanted to perform his duty as surgeon first, as a citizen later. He decided when the man would get well, then he would be handed over to the police. Dr. Sadao and Hana brought the man to their home. Dr. Sadao decided to operate on the man. So that is why, first of all, they wanted to wash the man, as the man was very dirty. And his wound also reopened because of the spiked rocks. So when Dr. Sadao decided to operate, so before operating he wanted to wash the man, he asked Hana to bring hot water. So as Hana said, she did not want him to wash an American, a white man. That is why she would call Yumi and ask her to do the same. But Yumi and other servants, they refused to do anything for that American, as they were loyal to their country and they were not going to help Dr. Sadao and Hana in operating that American, that white man. So it's all about what we have read as of now in the story. So let's see what happened next in the story. So you all please open your book at page number 31 and get ready for the same. Page number 32 we finished in last class. So now you have to open your book at page number 32. We are going to start page number 32. So I hope you all are ready. Now I will read out and explain. While she was thinking these thoughts, though not really liking the man better now, he was no longer like a child. She kept on washing him until his upper body was quite clean, but she dared not turn him over. As Yumi denied, as Yumi refused that she would not wash the man, and Hana did not want Sadao to wash that American, so that is why Hana herself started washing her. So when she was washing, when she washed and saw her upper body, now upper body was clean, but she dared not to turn him over. Where was Sadao? Now her anger was ebbing. Now his anger was decreasing. So what type of anger it was there? When she asked Yumi to wash the man, Yumi refused. So that is why Hana was angry. But now her anger was removing. It was decreasing gradually. And she was anxious again, and she rose, wiping her hands on the wrong towel. Then, lest the man be chilled, she put the quilt over him. Sadao, she called softly. She wiped her hands. Then she let the man so that he could become chill. As the man was getting chilled, so that is why she put the quilt over him, and she called Sadao softly. He had been about to come in when she called. So when she called, Sadao was about to come to the room. His hand had been on the door, and now he opened it. She saw that he had brought his surgeon's emergency bag and that he wore his surgeon's coat. So when Sadao came into the room, Hana saw that Sadao brought his emergency bag, and he was also wearing the coat which he used to wear during operation. It was surgeon's coat. You have decided to operate, she cried. So Hana cried, have you decided to operate this man? As he was an American and Americans were the enemies of Japan, so that is why this shocked Hana. Yes, he said shortly. He turned his back to her and unfolded the sterilized towel upon the floor of the Tokonoma alcove and put his instruments out upon it. Let me write down some words and their meaning, then I'll continue. Okay. Ebbing, means decreasing gradually. Ebbing means decreasing gradually. Next word, sterilized. Sterilized means disinfected. Sterilized means disinfected. Next word, Japanese word, Tokonoma. Tokonoma, meaning of which it is given here, a niche or an alcove. It is given in your book at the end, you can see, so I need not write. Already the meaning of it has been given in your book. So it's all about this phase. So let us continue. Okay. So you have decided to operate, she cried. Yes, he said shortly. He turned his back to her and unfolded a sterilized towel, and he unfolded a disinfected towel upon the floor of the tokonoma. So tokonoma, you can see it's a niche or an alcove. Alcove means, you know, a shallow recess, especially one in wall, to display a statue or other ornament in a Japanese home for displaying a flower arrangement. Okay, and put his instruments upon it. So he kept his disinfected towel upon the floor of the tokonoma alcove and put his instruments out upon it. Fetch towels, he said. He asked Hana to fetch towels. She went obediently, but how anxious now, to the linen shelves and took out the towels. She went obediently, but how anxious now. So Hana went obediently, but she was anxious when she was bringing the towel. There ought also to be old pieces of matting so that the blood would not ruin the fine covering. So further they also thought that there also should be for covering the floor so that blood would not ruin the fine floor covering. So she went out to the back veranda where the gardener kept stripes of matting with which to protect delicate shrubs on old nights, and took an armful of them. So, you know, she went out where the gardener kept the stripes of covering which he used to cover the, you know, easily broken or damaged branches in the garden. So she went and brought that so that she could spread it on the floor so that the covering of the floor would not be damaged because of, would not be, you know, get spoiled because of the blood. As Sadao decided to operate on the American, so when he would operate, so you know, the blood would be coming out and it would be spreading on the floor covering. So it might it must ruin the floor covering. So that is why she decided to bring something which could be spread on the floor covering in order to save it from spreading the blood, from getting spoiled from the blood. Okay. But when she went back into the room, she saw this was useless. But when she went back to the room, she saw that bringing the matting was useless. Why it was useless? Because the blood had already soaked through the packing in the man's wound and had ruined the mat under him. So already she wanted to save the the floor covering, but it had already been destroyed. Oh, the mat, she cried. Yes, it is ruined, Sadao replied as though he did not care. Help me to turn him, he commanded her. So Hana cried for the mat, but Sadao did not mind. He said, yes, it is ruined. Sadao replied as though he did not care. So further he asked Hana to help him to turn the man. She obeyed him without a word, and he began to wash the man's back carefully. So Hana obeyed Sadao without a word, and then he started washing Sadao started washing the man's back carefully. Yumi would not wash him, she said. So Hana informed Sadao that Yumi had said that she would not wash the American. Did you wash him then? Sadao asked, not stopping for a moment, his swift, concise movement. So without stopping for a short moment, Sadao asked Hana, would you wash then? Yes, she said. So even though she did not want to wash that man, but she said yes, she would do. He did not seem to hear her, but she was used to his absorption when he was at work. So he did not seem to hear her. So as if Dr. Sadao did not hear Hana, it seemed that, but she was used to his absorption when he was at work. But Hana used to the immersion, the absorption of Sadao when he was at work. So he totally lost. He used to, totally lost when he was doing something. When he was doing his work, not something. When he was doing anything related to surgery, as he was a surgeon. She wondered for a moment if it mattered to him what was the body upon which he worked, so long as it was for the work he did so excellently. She wondered for a moment if it mattered to him what was the body upon which he worked, so long as it was for the work he did so excellently. So she knew that if he she wondered that if he would be able to work in the same manner as he used to work on other bodies. Okay, so she wondered for a moment if it mattered to him what was the body upon which he worked, so long as it was for the work he did so excellently. You will have to give the anesthetic if he needs it, he said. So Sadao asked Hana, if he needs to be given anesthetic, then you need to give. So as you all know, anesthetic means the drug which is used to make one's unconscious. Okay. She repeated blankly. So as she had never given anesthetic, so that is why she repeated, in blankly means in that shows lack of interest. Okay, so she said she repeated blankly, but never have I, she said never she had done so. Is it enough? He said impatiently. He was taking out the packing now and further said that it is easy enough. So giving anesthetic was not tough, it was easy enough. So he said impatiently that it was very easy job to give anesthetic. He was taking out of the packing now and the blood began to flow more quickly. So now he started taking out the packing and now blood started spreading more quickly, started flowing more quickly. He peered into the wound and the bright surgeon's light fastened on his forehead. So he was peeping into the wound and he was having the surgeon's light he tied on his forehead. The bullet is still there, he said, with cool interest. With cool interest, Sadao said that the blood is still there. Now I wonder how deep this rock wound is. Now he was surprised as he did not know how deep the rock wound is. If it is not too deep, it may be that I can get the bullet, but the bleeding is not superficial. So he said that if it is not very deep, so I can take it out easily. But after having seen the bleeding, he said it is not superficial. Let me write down. The meaning of superficial means existing or occurring at or on the surface. Superficial. Existing or occurring on the surface. So he said that it did not seem that the wound was not very deep, the bleeding was not coming from the upper surface. Okay, so he has lost much blood, looked up and saw her face of the he has lost much blood. Further, Sadao said that prisoner of war, the American, had lost much blood. At this moment, Hannah choked. Hannah, stopped breathing. Choked means stopped breathing, as if she stopped breathing. She choked. She wanted to say something but could not. He looked up and saw her face. The color of sulfur. So he looked up. Sadao looked up and saw Hannah's face, which was yellowish in color. So that is, face of the color of sulfur means yellowish in color. Hannah's face became yellowish in color. Don't faint, he said sharply. Sadao said sharply, don't faint. He did not put down his exploring instrument. He continued. He did not stop walking. If I stop now, the man will surely die. So Sadao said that if I would start operating this time, the man would surely die. She clapped her hands to mouth and leaped up and ran out of the room. Hannah clapped her hands to her mouth and then leaped up and she left the room. Outside in the garden, he heard a retching, but he went on with his work. So outside garden, he heard retching. Retching means vomiting. Retching, R-E-T-C-H-I-N-G. Retching means vomiting. Okay, so he heard Hannah vomiting. So Hannah went out. Hannah went out and she vomited. Okay, because she was feeling like vomiting, so she went out in the garden, and then Sadao heard her vomiting. But he continued with his work. He did not stop his work. It will be better for her to empty her stomach, he thought. Sadao thought that it would be better for Hannah to empty her stomach. He had forgotten that, of course, she had never seen an operation. So Sadao had forgotten that Hannah had never seen an operation. So that is why it was very difficult for her to see a person who is being operated. But her distress and his inability to go to her at once made him impatient and irritable with this man who lay like dead under his knife. But her distress, but Hannah's anxiety, distress means anxiety, Hannah's anxiety, Hannah's pain, Hannah's sorrow, and his inability, and the inability of Dr. Sadao to go to her made him impatient and irritable with this man, with the white man who was laying under his knife, whom he was operating on. Now turn your book at page number 34. This man, he thought, there is no reason under heaven why he should live. So further he said, he was saving the life of a man without any reason, and he said there is no reason under heaven why he should live. The man does not deserve to live. So that is why he said. Unconsciously, this thought made him ruthless, and he proceeded swiftly. So unconsciously, this thought made him harsh, merciless. Ruthless means harsh or merciless. Ruthless means harsh or merciless. So this thought made him harsh, merciless, because he was operating a man who belonged to an enemy country, and because of that he could not help Hana, his wife. So that is why it irritated him, it made him harsh, and he proceeded swiftly, and he started working swiftly. In his dream the man moaned, but Sadao paid no heed except he muttered at him. So in his dream the man started moaning. Moaning means he said something in pain. He was saying something in low voice in pain, but Sadao paid no heed except to mutter at him. But Sadao paid no attention. He just started muttering to him. Groan, he muttered. Groan if you like. So Sadao said, groan, moan, if you like, you can moan. I am not doing this for my own pleasure. He said, I am not operating for my own pleasure. In fact, I do not know why I am doing it. Further he said, in fact, I am unaware that why I am saving your life. I don't know. The door opened and there was Hana again. So now door opened and Hana once again entered the room. Where is the anesthetic? She asked in a clear voice. So Hana asked Sadao in a clear voice about the anesthetic. Sadao motioned with his chin. It is as well that you came back, he said. So it is as well that you came back, he said. This fellow is beginning to stir. So this fellow is coming into life. The person started coming into life. Beginning to stir means the person started coming into life. So he does not need any anesthetic. She had the bottle. Sorry, it is not like that. He did not need anesthetic. Okay, he said the fellow is beginning to stir. The fellow is coming into life. So she had the bottle and some cotton in her hand. So Hana had the bottle of anesthetic and some cotton in her hand. But how shall I do? She asked. She asked Sadao how shall she would do. Simply saturate the cotton and hold it near the nostrils. Sadao said, you need to do nothing, just saturate. Saturate means wet. Saturate means wet. Okay, so he said wet the cotton and hold it near his nostrils. Sadao replied without delaying for one moment the intricate details of work. Suddenly Sadao told her the complete detail of his work. When he breathes badly, move it away a little. When he breathes badly, move it away a little. So he informed Hana that when the man would breathe, you have to move this cotton away from his nostril. Okay, so please mark till here, dear students. It's all about this class. I'll explain a few more paragraphs in my next class. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.